think one challenging aspect of being queer and Christian is this idea of trusting our feelings. We know that we're having this experience, but we lack the ability or we distrust what's going on. And the reason why that's happened is because we've been a part of these Christian communities, we've been a part of churches, we've had mentors, people that actually we really love and have important relationships with. And they have told us and they've guided us in a way that says, your feelings and your experiences aren't to be trusted. I think one major reason why that is they remember this verse in Jeremiah that talks about our hearts being deceptive and that you can't trust it. But they've taken this one verse and they've combined it with this idea that we're sinful beings. And that they use that in a way that says your feelings aren't to be trusted. But here's what I have found actually, and what I believe, is that God made us with a wide spectrum of feelings, and that it might not be the wisest thing in the world to feel something and then go, boom, do it, but that perhaps our feelings are really important. They're things to pay attention to. They're arrows pointing us to something that we need to be curious about. And that perhaps even feelings that automatically we throw away and we say they shouldn't be trusted, they might have really important messages for us. I remember for so many years praying and asking God, like, what do you think about this homosexuality thing? Where are you? Take this away. What should I do? I had so many questions. For years, I begged and prayed, and God was silent. It was so confusing why there was just this space of silence in these prayers of wanting to know, why me? Why am I this gay thing? And what should I do about it? And what God thinks about it? And I thought that the space, the silence, just meant that it wasn't good. I thought God was silent because it was just so bad that God would be silent on it. That's how bad it was. And yet I was having all of these feelings and desires to connect to women, to have a girlfriend, to experience a first kiss even. For years and years and years, I pushed those feelings down. To do that led to things like self-harm. It led to things like depression, anxiety. I wasn't living out of the fullness of who I was. I was diminished and sad. When I finally began to listen to these feelings that I was having, and I allowed myself to go and to have this experience of a first kiss with a woman. She's now my wife. She's amazing. It was a fantastic kiss. It was crazy, you guys. It went from like feeling like, oh my gosh, God is not in this. God is silent. God is far from me in this. To in the matter of seconds, I felt God's spirit and God's voice blessing this experience and affirming through my feelings, affirming that this was how God made me.